Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Lunch with Libert. This is our weekly Facebook Live series we're doing for you. This is the last Wednesday of the month, and this is going to be, of course, on this particular edition. It's going to be for real estate agents. So again, we do the consumer edition, we do the realtor edition every other week. It's a new topic. Today's topic is actually kind of apropos of where I'm at. I'm down in Dallas, Texas for a leadership conference for Exit Realty. Really amazing group of speakers and panelists. I was lucky enough to be asked to be one of the speakers today, talking about some business mistakes I've made over the years and some things eventually I learned how to do right. So that's going to be fun. But the topic here today for Lunch with Libert is about when you're on the road, mobile business, when you are trying to conduct things in your car, everywhere. This is now a digital world, but it's also a mobile world, and there is no reason why you cannot work mobile. And so that's what we're going to focus on today. It's going to be quick, it's going to be easy. There's just going to be a couple things I want to go over with everyone. And the first thing I want to talk about is just the overall mindset. So a lot of agents, real estate agents, and this may apply to you if you're a lender or in other business professions as well, I still feel like, believe it or not, even though we have smartphones and iPads and everything else, we're tied down to that desk. My goal at Exit Strategy Realty for our agents is that they are completely paperless, is that if they want some paper on a desk, they can have that for display. I'm a big marker board person myself, a vision board, outlining with appointments, things like that. That's fine, but you've got to be able to work mobile. That absolutely working remote, that is the new standard. So that's what I'm trying to imply and impress on you today, is that there are a couple basic tools, all are free, that you can use in your real estate or whatever business to be completely mobile. I don't want to hear as a real estate agent, I'll get back to you on that because I've got to check the file. What file? The file should be online. The file should be in the cloud. So that's where we're moving as an industry, I hope, and this is what I'd like to impart on everyone today. There's a couple key tools. The first one, Evernote. Evernote is a fantastic application. You've heard about it from me before, from Marky Lemons, our Director of Education, from a lot of people across the industry, not just at Exit. Evernote's a wonderful tool. It's an app that you can just download, and then again, it's shared between your devices. So, I put that on my phone, but now I'm on my iPad. Or you're sharing it with someone else. You've got your notes. So when you take a new listing or you're sitting down with a buyer, don't open up a notebook. I've stopped doing it lately, and it's been fantastic for my business. I open up my iPad, or I open up the notes section on my phone, or again, if you've got the app feature, the Evernote app, you're going to be able to go in and just open up that app, and then you have a living, breathing, cloud-based note so that you're going to be able to share it with other people on your team, your assistant, or sometimes if you're like me, if you feel like you're your own assistant, you've actually got it in the cloud, so you don't have to find that piece of paper. The piece of paper is everywhere. So Evernote is a wonderful tool. Again, take that as you first have your buyer intake and your seller intake. It's wonderful as you're taking notes on a listing. Here's what struck me as I walk through a property. I just took a wonderful new listing, 4003 North Kenmore. We're going to have an open house there Saturday from 1 to 3. It's my property of the week. I might as well just go ahead and do that in the middle of this. And as I got back to my desk and later on, I completely forgot one of the things that I really loved about it was the fireplace. It's got a beautiful, cozy fireplace in the living room and some built-in shelves. I'd forgotten about that. I was too busy talking about where the parking space was, the formal dining room that's fantastic. I completely forgot to say, wow, this has got a great, beautiful, roaring fireplace for people. But I had that in my notes. And so if I had lost those notes or I was not near the notes when I was actually putting this in the MLS, that would have been completely gone. So do not do that. Use Evernote, or at least the note feature on your phone. Get that, and then that way you can share it with your team, share it with yourself later. I don't want to see paper that gets lost down the road. So that's the first tool. Second tool, even more important, Google Drive. If you are not using Google Drive or some version of Google Drive, please start doing so immediately. What I do is every time I get a new conversation going, number one, I do categorize that in my Gmail, but number two, as I start to work with someone, we're putting together the contracts, the disclosures, everything like that, everything that comes in and gets scanned to me, I open up in a file in Google Drive I've called contracts, and then a folder that's specific to that address. So no matter where I am, I'm down in Dallas today, someone goes, well, how long is that listing contract for? Or can you send me the disclosures? Guess what? I can sit there, go in the address under contracts, and find exactly every single thing that I need. There's no talking to the office or calling someone to get into the file. Now I have everything on Google Drive. So Google Drive is fantastic. Again, all the apps I'm going to talk about are free, so why not use them? Google Drive, you need to start using it immediately if you're not, or something that you like that's similar to that all your documents are stored in the cloud. Speaking of documents and the cloud, I can't think of something better than dotloop. Of course, that is one of the two competitors that are out there in the real estate universe. DocuSign is the other one. They're both wonderful products. I've kind of fallen in love with dotloop over the years just because I've purchased it for all the agents at our office, so we're all on the same system. And dotloop allows us to be able to send contracts, forms, anything to be signed electronically by a client anywhere in the world on their phone. I had a great friend of mine from high school that just listed their property with me last week. We were lucky enough to get a contract on it while this person was on a ski vacation. From their phone, they signed and executed the contract to purchase for their listing. So that was an exciting thing. Another one I had last week, somebody was on a cruise. And we literally got their house sold, negotiated and sold while they were on a cruise. We were able to do all of that through dotloop because the other party on a transaction, they know that there is such thing as electronic signing. They expect your agent and your clients, everyone to be able to be electric signing at this point too. So don't fall into that trap of saying, oh, they've got to get to a machine that prints, a printer and scanner. We want at this point a quick response. So make sure if you're not already using dotloop Premium like we use at our office and pay for our agents, or DocuSign, that you get one of those right away. One final note, shared Google Calendar. I talk a lot about Google products. I'm a big fan. I obviously have an iPad, so I'm not just Google. I like Apple products as well. The shared Google Calendar has been huge for me because I'm able to then, with my team, articulate where we're supposed to be going with my office, training events, opportunities like that. If you are working as a team, you need to share your Google Calendar with your team, or at the very least your scheduler, so that you've got someone helping you on your team schedule appointments, manage that efficiently so everyone understands where you're supposed to be at and when. So that shared Google Calendar is key. I won't keep you too much longer. We're getting towards that 10-minute mark here. First of all, Agents of the Week at Exit Strategy. We have 2 Agents of the Week. Actually, I warned my team at the beginning. I said it could be agents, it could be employees, team members. This week it's actually going to be our business manager, Angela, and our executive assistant, Adriana. They just finished our 1099 forms for our office. If you know anything about that process, it's a huge pain in the neck for the admins, for the bookkeeping staff. So thank you, Angela and Adriana, for doing that for us. They are amazing. 72-hour turnaround on most payouts, direct deposit. I can't say enough about the way our bookkeeping team works. Fantastic job, guys. Again, I talked to you about my property of the week, 4003 North Kenmore. And just real quick, one more time, I want to review with you those main products that I was excited about: Google Drive, Evernote, Google Calendar, and of course, my last one, which I forgot about, I've got to check up here, dotloop. So dotloop Premium or DocuSign if you are not a dotloop user, but one of those two. So thank you guys very much. Stay mobile. I will be mobile the rest of the day down here in Dallas. I'll be back in Chicago tomorrow. If you need anything, let me know. Feel free to add things in the comments if you've got some suggestions for mobile products for realtors and entrepreneurs as well. Thank you.